Hey VC, it's Jonathan, your cheap and cheerful record collector. I hope everybody's having a great Thanksgiving day, getting out and eating dinner with friends and family, eating a little bit too much, maybe drinking a little bit too much, watching some football, hanging out, and listening to some vinyl, spinning some records. Um, I got a note the other day from a friend of mine who said, I have some records I'm looking to sell, and I wonder if you're interested. So, of course, I said, of course I'm interested. And he just showed me one record. He said, I got this one and some others. And when I saw this, I said, oh, I'm definitely interested. And this is what he showed me, which is the Abbey Road MoFi edition 1980. From what I could gather, it's the only MoFi of this particular record, the Abbey Road. I went over to his house. We made a deal. I bought a bunch of stuff from him. I brought this home, I cleaned it, I put it through my Humming Guru cleaner, and I gotta tell you, I'm not liking it. I was disappointed. The highs were sort of low and muddied. I had to turn, usually I play my records at 60 on my dial, and I had to crank it to 65 to even really hear the music. I don't think it's a really great pressing. Really disappointed. I was really excited to see it, but by the time I got it home and spun it and cleaned it up, was not impressed with it at all, which is a shame because great album, great album. Other stuff, here's one that I'm not a big metal fan, or not really metal, but hard rock fan, but I saw this and in great condition, so I couldn't pass it up, and it's AC/DC. This is their album Back in Black, with a textured cover. This is, I think, a 2015 repress with the insert, etc. So really nice copy of that, Back in Black. This is a record I know about, I've heard, but I just don't have a copy, or I didn't until yesterday. And it is Pink Floyd The Wall in amazingly clean condition. Again, it's a later repress, but in beautiful condition. Inner sleeve. There's the vinyl. So we all know this album. So really great condition. And gave it a little run through my Humming Guru. Sounds great. And I'm glad to be able to add that to the collection. Next one is one where I don't know I never heard the band. I know the name, but I've never really listened to their music. But when I saw it, I said, oh, I know that's something. So when the price was right, and it's this band, if you don't know, the Arctic Monkeys. This is their album called AM. There's the insert, the gatefold. And again, I haven't listened to it yet. I haven't had a chance to spin it. Comes with a lyric sheet, which I always like. So yeah, I'm going to give this a chance, give it a shot, see what they think. AM by Arctic Monkey. Next one seems very appropriate for today. And he had a fantastic copy of The Last Waltz. I have a later Rhino repress. I think it's the 40th anniversary. And this is the 45th anniversary, also by Rhino. Rocktober, music from one of the greatest concerts films of all time. 45th anniversary limited edition 180-gram vinyl with 2002 remixes overseen by Robbie Robertson. It's still in the shrink. I don't think the guy played it. It's amazingly good condition. Has everything with it. Has the booklet that came with it, with all the pictures, but also had, which I never saw before. I can get it out of here. Here we go. Also has a postcard, which I'd never seen before, from the band. So we all know this record recorded on Thanksgiving Day with everybody from, Joni Mitchell, Neil Young, Dr. John, of course, Bob Dylan, Muddy Waters, Paul Butterfield, Eric Clapton, Van Morrison, etc. So we all know The Last Waltz, but I'm really glad to have a really beautiful, clean copy in my collection now. The Last Waltz. Here's another one. Again, I think my original, the copy I have, is a little bit cleaner, but still really great And it's the Rolling Stones. And we all know this album, Exile on Main Street. The original with the, what they call the envelope opening on the inside here with the record. Doesn't have the postcards with it. But also really nice, clean condition. Exile on Main Street, Rolling Stones. Also picked up Van Morrison, Van the Man, with his album A Period of Transition. This is from, I want to say 77. 77. Also with the original insert. There's the back. Great album. Of course, I dig Van, and this was a great period. I see Dr. John plays on this too. Van Morrison. Next one is a album I sure we all know it, but it's just interesting. It's the Rolling Stones and Flowers, which is a compilation, but it has a lot of songs that are not, really popular Stone songs. I mean, it has Ruby Tuesday and Have You Ever Seen Your Mother Baby and Let's Spend the Night Together, but it also has Out of Time, Backstreet Girl, Please Go Home, Take It or Leave It, Sitting on a Fence. These are not songs that are really people know a lot of early Rolling Stones stuff. So really great to have another nice copy of that. Flowers, Rolling Stones. Also couldn't leave this behind. And this is the Electric Prunes. I Had Too Much to Dream last night. An original mono copy. Cleaned up really nicely. There's the Steamboat logo in mono. Really nice. For a record as old as this, sounds pretty good. Nice psychedelic rock from the 60s. The Electric Prunes. I Had Too Much to Dream last night. Classic, one of the greats, Bonnie Raitt, Streetlights, which I love this album. I think this is the one that has a version of, has that song about the Midway, which I love. You Gotta Be Ready for Love, Got You on My Mind, I Got Plenty, What a Success, and Angel from Montgomery. That's the song I was looking for. Angel from Montgomery, John Prine song. Just fantastic. Great version. The great Bonnie Raitt. A little jazz, sort of jazz-ish, and Return to Forever. What's it called? Music Magic. Couldn't leave that sitting there either. So, really like this, sort of that fusion jazz. Return to Forever. This one I had to grab. I knew nothing about it, but it looked so cool. And it is a compilation called, I don't have really a name. It's just called Surfin'. And it includes the Beach Boys, the Safaris, Dick Dale. And on the back, here it is. It has a glossary of surf terms. So a cruncher, anyone know what a cruncher is? It's a hard-breaking big wave that folds over, almost impossible to ride. We all know what Woody is, what a wipeout is. A gremmy. A gremmy, they say, comes from the gremlin. Beginners are young hangers-on who are troublesome to surfers. A hodad, a greaser, sort of a hot rodder with a long hair and sideburns. A hot dogger, a great and showy performer on the board. So it has all those great things to tell you about surfing, and a great photo on the cover. This one was really a mess. I didn't think it was going to clean up, but it cleaned up really nicely. I was really happy with it. And that is Spirit, the 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. This was really a mess when I got it, and cleaned up really nicely. And a great album, we all know. Spirit on the Epic label. There's the Epic label. So yeah, real happy to have another copy of this one. How about Billy Joel? Glass Houses and 52nd Street. And finally, last but not least, the great Stevie Wonder with his album Fulfillness, first finale. Gatefold, original copy, so really glad to have it. And I got all these for a pretty decent price. I had to leave a bunch of stuff there that was just too destroyed, too scratched, too moldy, too disgusting. I just had to leave a bunch, and some good titles too, but what are you going to do? Anyway, just a quick video to show you what I got yesterday. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving, and be out there for tomorrow for Record Store Day. Have a great time. Hope you get everything you're looking for Record Store Day. And until next time, peace.